Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Caught at the 26.
The drive will start with an option going left. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Huntley.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
To throw, Huntley.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Gone. Gets this one to Morris. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The back deep, Tariq Woolen.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
The Seahawks hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
On second down, it's Walker.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Huntley to throw.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's the option play now to the left, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go.
Hurt. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off play action. Huntley. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Ready? Warrior 70. Check contact. Check contact.
On fourth down, Huntley. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
18, 5 in. Trap 50, trap 50.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, Goff. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped them and brought someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Safety Ranger, Mustang 19.
On fourth down, Huntley. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down.
18 Rattler. Street. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. 60 Bobcats.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Here's Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you know about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
From the red zone now, Goff
to his running back Swift on the slant.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
In motion, the tight end.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. 17. Here's Goff.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Second down and goal. Goff. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
from 4 yards out.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right.
This is caught inside the 15. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Here's Walker.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
19 Lions.
Here's Huntley.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Value three, 2.
To throw is Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run here with Swift. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40.
Tariq Woolen.
He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they'll send Williams in motion right.
On second down, Swift.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on third, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll run straight ahead with Ware. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, this is Ware. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Badgley's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back. And then
he's got a man, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the